I'm an albatross.
Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Amine back here after 2 long years of waiting. Sorry I've been off that long, but I've been busy with studies, work, and everything else in life. My brain was about to explode, but thankfully I was able to do it. And I'm back for more videos on my channel, all variety of games on PC. But for today's GTA Online video, I'm gonna show you the top 5 best vehicles to own in 2023. Since there have been a lot of updates since 2020, which was the last year I've been doing GTA videos, but today I'm gonna do the top 5 best vehicles to own in GTA 2023. So as for the 5th spot, as I mentioned, is gonna be the Brickade 6x6. This vehicle, guys, is a beast of a vehicle. It can outstand 48 rockets until it explodes. This is a beast of a vehicle and it only costs 750,000 after you do the first those missions from Dax. 750,000 for this vehicle is a must own, guys, and it's very cheap compared to the other businesses which costs millions to get, and it doesn't give you as much money as this one. As well as for this business and this Brickade, it gives a lot of money through the acid lab business, which gives you 350k if it's upgraded, and 240,000 I think if it's not upgraded. In a public session that will be equivalent to 500k in an upgraded acid lab, and 350 or 360k for non-upgraded acid lab. So this is the 5th spot. So as for the 4th spot, it's gonna be the Drauger, guys. This thing is a beast of a car, an off-road car, especially in the snow, which we are in the snow for quite some time now. I think over 10 days if I'm not mistaken, and it's still gonna be on for another week, I think, until the 11th. Anyways, this car is a beast. It handles perfectly and the traction is really good. It's probably one of the best, if not the best, off-road vehicle in the game. So as for the 3rd spot in my list, it's gonna be none other than the Nightshark, guys. This thing is still a beast after all these years and a must-own vehicle in 2023. In my opinion, the best armored car in the game. It can withstand, if I'm not mistaken, 27 homing missiles and 9 RPG rockets. It's one of the best vehicles that can outstand many rockets until it explodes. It still has a pretty decent machine gun to use, not as the other vehicles in the game, but still a pretty decent one. It's not that I'm using it all the time, but it's a decent machine gun. So the Nightshark, guys, has a pretty good handling as well. Not as much as the Drauger, but a pretty good one. It comes as a price of, in the Warstock cash and carrier, it comes, I think, 1.3 million for the Nightshark, guys. Yep, almost 1.3 million. 1.245 million for the Nightshark, guys. Pretty good vehicle that I recommend it still in 2023, guys. If you don't have it yet, buy it now. So as for the 2nd spot, guys, it's this vehicle made a comeback in 23, and I'm gonna tell you why in just a minute. So as for the 2nd spot, guys, as you see on the screen right now, it's none other than the Vigilante. I know this car hasn't been on the list of best vehicles for, I think, many years now, but it made a comeback in 2023 for just one particular reason, because of the Toreador nerf that they made in the heists especially, and in contact missions, I believe. you can't use the Toreador in heists, finales, or heist setups anymore. You can only use the Vigilante and some other specialized vehicles. So that's why the Vigilante is the second best vehicle in the game after the Toreador to use in heists and contact missions, but now that the Toreador is no longer useful in those circumstances, the Vigilante will be your number one spot in that area. And it's still a pretty useful vehicle after all these years, and I still have fun using it with all the missiles and the machine guns, which I just did. I exploded myself by mistake. I mean, with all the missiles and the machine guns it has, it's a pretty pricey one though. Comes as in a price tag of $3.75 million in war stock cash and carrier. There it is, the Vigilante, guys, 3.75 million. I know it's a pretty big price for this car, but it's 100% worth it after the Toreador nerf. So as for the first spot, guys, as you see on the screen right now, it's none other than the Oppressor Mark II. The griefer's best option in the game. Literally any griefer uses this vehicle to grief other players in the game, and it's used on many other contact missions, heists and everything, especially in free mode missions. It's used a lot to do prep missions in any heist you can think of, Cayo Perico, casino heists and all other sorts of heists. This is probably and still will be the best vehicle in the game, unless they bring like an Oppressor Mark III, which has some other things to add on this vehicle, which is already pretty good, even though they nerfed it twice in the last 2 years, I believe. They made a rocket missiles nerf, and something else includes the speed of the vehicle, I believe, but it's still very good. Besides those nerfs they made, this vehicle has all the sorts of things you need in the game. Missiles, you can also buy MG guns and use it instead of missiles. It can fly, it has boost, it has whatever you can think of a vehicle in the game that you want. And it's pretty fast in the air and in the ground as well. And it comes at a pretty handy price of 3.8 million, I believe, on Warstock cash and carrier without the trade price. It comes at a 3.8 million without the trade price. Since I did the trade missions, 5 contact trade missions from the terabyte, you can unlock the trade price of 2.925 million, which is really worth it for this vehicle, guys, and it's still, in my opinion, the best vehicle to own and use in 2023. So hope you guys enjoy my list, and if you do, leave a thumbs up. More videos to come about GTA 5 online and other video games on PC. Stay tuned for that, and see you in the next one.